Hi, so these questions are all about benchmarks. And when I think about a benchmark, I'm thinking about a lower end and an upper end. So we're talking about what are we between. And the reason we do this is because that's really what rounding is. If I said let's round 24,659 to the nearest hundred, we're really just asking what two hundreds is it between, and is it closer to 600 on the lower end or is it closer to 700? And that's all we're doing with rounding is just figuring out, are we closer to 600 or 700? And we're going to round it off by turning it into whichever one we were closer to. So that 600 or 700, those are the benchmarks. So we're going to do a couple of these with the number line just to kind of get an idea of what benchmarks are. So the number 24,659 is between what two hundreds? First, let's find the hundreds place. There's a 6 there. So if we put 24,659 or just 659 on a number line, it's more than 600, right? Because you have 59. If you had $659, I mean, that $59 is a big deal. You could spend that on something, right? It's more than 600. But are you at 700? No, of course not. We're at 659. We need another $41 to get us up to 700, right? So we are in between 600 and 700. This is more than 600 but less than 700, and we're not even close to 800 or 900, right? We're not even touching that because we didn't even get to 700. So looking at this number line, right, it's between what two hundreds? And I added back in the 24,000 here, but we're really just looking at, this is a hundreds line here. We've got 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So 24,000, 24,100, 24,200, etc. Well, this is more than 24,600, but it is not quite 24,700, meaning this number falls between 600 and 700. Well, we are asked to mark the benchmarks, which means we're actually going to grab our donuts and put them on the upper and lower benchmarks. So you'll put one on the 600 and one on the 700 to show that that is the kind of end caps for this number. This number lies between 600 and 700. This is really handy for rounding because then when you go to round it, either this will be your answer or this will be your answer. If you're rounding up, you're going up to 700, and if you're rounding down, you're going down to 600. Now, you don't have to round on this page, but these questions really help you get in that mindset of rounding because you have found the benchmark. So that's how you do this page. Let's do a couple more. The number 24,683 is between what two thousands? All right, so this time we're looking at thousands. So here's a 4,000 here. All right. So you have at least 4,000. So what's one more than 4,000? 5,000. So we're not even close to 20,000. I mean, we're at 24,000, 21,000, 22,000, 23,000. 24,000 is our lower benchmark. Here's a clue. Your lower benchmark will always be the same digit that you already have. That 4 stays a 4. That's your lower benchmark. If you took away the 683 and went down, you would still have 24,000. So we're going to put one butterfly on 24,000. And then our next benchmark is if we rounded up and took this up to another 1,000, that 4 would go up 1 and it would become 25,000. So that's how you find the benchmarks. Let's do one more. 146,234 is between what two 10,000s? I encourage you to stop the video and try it on your own. So hopefully you've paused the video and that you tried this one. First, we found the 10,000s place. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 4. Okay, so on the lower end, if we went down, this 4 would stay the same. So you can even just look on here for the 4. And if we go up, we're talking about going up 10,000. So 146,000 on our lower end, we have 140,000. So that 4 stays and we're at 140,000. And then if we go up one more 10,000, um, meaning we raise these and we get, about 33,700, more to get us up, we would get to 150,000. So you can even just see how this 10,000s here, it either stays as a 4 or it goes up to a 5. And those are your end caps or your benchmarks. So this number falls in between 140,000 and 150,000. And if you were asked to round it, if you rounded down, you would go down to 140,000. If you rounded up, you would go up to 150,000. And that is how you find your benchmarks to prepare you for rounding.